Page 10, La Serenata, or Serenata, or Serenata. Okay. However you pronounce that title, that's what it is. I'm going to go through my process for learning a new piece of music here, and you can follow along as you choose. I see it's 2 pages long. Treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature. This is in the key of A minor. Make sure you can do the scales for A minor and C major. Those are the 2 scales that have no sharps or flats in the key signature. And 3/4 time. Take it one hand at a time. Make sure I got the fingering and everything worked out. Right hand is here. 1 and 2. And I connect everything now. I'll put in staccatos later. Let's go down to measure 19. We're here, it's tied, and then 2 measures later, 1 and 2. If you can use 1/5 if you want, you can also do a 2/5 there. Depends on how big your hands are. I like to stay out here as much as possible, so I do that, but you can come in here, especially if you've got little hands. And then you lift up and come down. Don't really have to. And the kind of fingering that I use, I take advantage of repeated notes to change hand positions when I need to. And I'll measure 25, we have 2 A's. Well, if I'm here, I measure 24. I measure 25, I can play the first A from this position here with some finger. And then on the second A, do the 5. I can change on the repeated notes. Or I can come down on the rest. Either way, there's no right or wrong here. You just, if you want to come down during the rest, go ahead. If I play 1/5, I'm going to play the 2 and the 5. If I do 2/5, I'm going to do 1/5. Or I can just come down on the rest and it's 5/5. And then down here, 1 and 2. We have a sequence going up. I'm going to pedal or finger each of these the same. Start each one with thumb. That's good. Even to measure 32, thumb. Here, and that's held across the rest of the line. It's tied forever. And then you simply lift up. Well, again, if you want, because in measure 37 you have 2 A's, you could play the first A with little finger and then thumb. I can change on the repeated note if I want to. Or I can just lift up and come up at the bottom. Measure, what, 49, you're here. And then here, F sharp, G sharp, here. I tend to have a habit on here, like on the last 3 measures. I have a habit of preparing this. So I would do a 2/4 on the last beat of that measure on the 3rd from the end. So I'd go 1, and then 2/4, and now 1/5. However, the fingering in the book is fine. Left hand, your A and E, just dotted at half notes. So you come down, and then you come down here to here. Good luck with that. You just lift up and move. Don't make them real short. Hold them down as long as you can, but make sure you get to the next note in time. So just a little bit of silence. You got to be accurate on where you're moving to. And then I'll measure 15. It's here. I tend to do a 4/5/4. You can do 5/1 on all of them if you want, but out of habit, when I see what I'm doing, I tend to use different fingering. Measure 19 is broken chord. I do 1/4 there. And then at the last 2 measures, page 10, I use 4 on the G sharp because all of that's the chord, and I use 4. Some people teach 3. I don't. I use 4. You need to be able to have that distance between the 4th and 5th fingers anyway. If you have really little hands, that doesn't work. You got to use 3 until your hands grow. Measure 33 here. I tend to do again at the 2/5, so I'm not moving, and then a 3 here. So, and the thumb this way, just the way I finger it. You can do 5/1 on all of them if you want. And then the 8VA for the measure 36 is down here. And that last measure at the bottom, that is an A and an E. In case you didn't know, you do now. Put the hands together, it's here. 2, 3, 1, and. Okay, you put the hands together. And then go back through and get rid of the hesitations. A steady beat. Can keep it slow, doesn't matter, but a steady beat. And then I add the articulation. Here, I'm flexing at the wrist and it's short. Here, just do the best you can with this. Lift up. It's like taking a breath, just a little lift. So put in the articulation. And then I think about the dynamics. That goes to the melody, which is in the right hand. Moderately loud, mezzo forte. Sort of loud. These, keep them soft. And then measure 8, you go up to loud. Here. This, sort of moderately soft. And you're staying loud until measure 17. You go to this, and the left hand needs to be soft. The MP applies to the melody, it's the right hand. So this, then moderately. Measure 19 and 20. All the time I'm doing this, I want to hear that, and that's moderately soft. Anyway, you can read the dynamics, I'm sure. It's better if you get into the music and get past the mechanics and all, and you start feeling the dynamics. You feel the staccatos and things going on. And the speed, allegretto, well, that's the fun speed. I call allegretto fun. It's between moderato and allegro. It's not fast, it's not medium, it's somewhere in and it's the feel of it. It's not necessarily the speed of the beat. They give you metronome markings. And those markings are for beat, that's actually more in the allegro range. But again, it's not the speed of the beat, it's the feel of the piece overall. Just a fun speed going through. Yeah. You do get some poco ritardandos and things, you can deal with that. The fermata on measure 36, just hold that out as long as it feels right. When I do it with a metronome, I double the value and I hold it for 6 counts instead of 3. But otherwise, you just wait until it feels right, and then when it feels right, you go on. Now, they've added pedal to part of this. I kind of have problems with the pedal. You see, if you're going to use pedal, why are you using it? What's it doing? You don't just blindly use pedal. I mean, a lot of people do. They just automatically pedal everything. Yuck. You don't want to cover up the staccatos. But then when I get to measures 9 and 10, I'm covering up the staccatos. That's my problem. It blurs it all up. And I'm wondering, I know it's loud, but that's just a loud blur is all that is. I would like to adjust this pedal just a little bit. But although you can pedal it just like it's shown in the book, if you do it like it's shown in the book, you're going to push the pedal down right after you play the notes, and you're going to change the pedal. That is, lift it up, put it down. Immediately after you play the notes at the beginning of each measure, you're changing it on every measure. You're changing it with the harmony. But it just totally destroys the melody, as far as I'm concerned. If I pedal it the way it's shown in the book, this is what it sounds like. This is starting on measure 9 here. Yuck. No. I would like to connect these. I don't want to mess up. I don't want to mess that up. So I'm going to use a style of pedaling as a legato pedal. And that is, I'm going to push the pedal down long enough to connect these chords. But that's it. I'm not pedaling anything else. So when I'm ready to go to the next chord, I push the pedal down right before I let it up, and then it'll immediately lift it up. So that's all I'm doing, is connecting those chords. I use this quite a bit, but this way I've got it. It's like the last eighth note. I push the pedal down. Now I tend to lose the last staccato in that, because I have to push the pedal down. I tend to lose that staccato on that one note, but I still get out most of it. That's how I would pedal those measures, just to connect the left hand is all I'm doing. Now over on measures 35 and 36, here, you're very loud here, fortissimo. And here, yeah, you push the pedal. Here you can push the pedal down with the notes because it's very loud. And then lift the pedal up with the hands before you go on. So there's a little silence there. And if you want, you can even pedal the last beat at the bottom in the left hand here. You can pedal that because it's loud and accent and makes that note very loud. Okay, but your pedal goes down with it and up. It's just like a staccato pedal, just here. It just adds overtones just for an instant, but it still changes the tone just a little bit. Let's play this together very, very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'll do the staccatos and I'm going to pedal it like I suggested. So the fermata, I'm going to hold 6 counts instead of 3, so I can stay with the metronome. I'll give us 3 counts, even one hand at a time if you need to. This is just to check to make sure you have the correct notes and the correct rhythms. We're not performing it here. 1, ready, go, and 1, and 2, 3. Hold 2, go on. 3. 4. 3,